Alright, another video in which I go from 0 to 1600 and I show you how I did it. Let's find a game. There we go. I'll be playing black versus a person from Kosovo. Okay, Karakan. Here, he's gonna fianchetto this bishop as well. It appears he really loves to fianchetto his bishops. This knight I usually take, because this bishop is gonna be biting on concrete pretty much. Okay, interesting. He decides to take with this pawn. Okay, I'll just close my pawn pyramid. I think I might just also fianchetto my bishop, just so we can have a bit of a battle over this diagonal. Now this can get tricky, because if he can hit this knight with a pawn, which I don't think he will do, it takes him 2 moves anyway. So if I go there, then he goes there. Then I need to play there. Oh, and then I need to castle. Yeah, I should be able to castle and I'll be fine. If I now move this knight, then obviously I will lose this bishop and then I'm gonna be in trouble. So I think I'm just gonna get my king of the center for now. Yeah. Okay, that move doesn't really do too much. I think I'm just gonna play this. Okay. I'm not too worried for that move. Part of me wants to play there, but this knight is better than his bishop at the moment. So I actually do not want to give my bishop, my knight for that bishop. And if I go there and then if I go there, well then obviously first takes. But if I go there then takes, then this pawn is going to be really hard to defend here. Unless if I go there, but then he might en passant, then I take. Game is just going to get messy from there. Just gonna, oh well, I have to address this, obviously I cannot ignore that. Moving the knight back here is a little awkward, but then I can play there though. No, because if then there, it's a bit uncomfortable. I'll just pull the knight back, it's fine. Now he has to either develop his knight or take. Otherwise he's obviously just gonna lose a bishop and a rook, not ideal. I'm just gonna pre-move this in case he plays that, he did. Okay. I'm just gonna play my knight out, because if he takes, I'll take. And if he does not take, I'll just win a pawn, because queen is the only defender. Oh, silly me. Oh no, he can't. I was thinking I can't take his check, but it's not true, because my knight is defending this square, but I do have to pull my queen back as soon as possible. Yeah, see, I don't know why I didn't see that. He thought he found a nice move, but he just hung his queen. He's probably gonna resign now. Yeah, really silly. He was too fast to rush in with that fork. I mean, it wasn't a fork, really. Yeah. Okay. This was a short game. May as well go on to the next one. As you can see, I don't think I did anything fancy there. Just need to adjust my screen real quick. I'll make the first move here. There we go. Here I always play that one. I don't think this is the correct move that I'm playing actually, but this is what I learned and I've always been fine so far. And the reason is that if he takes, I'm basically trading a side pawn for a center pawn, which I think is good. Here takes, I'm fine as well, so I'm just gonna continue with the plan. I do really want to go there, which is my move that I'm always used to. I could go knight there, but then if pushes, it gets a bit uncomfortable. I'm gonna play it anyway. I know it's not good if he pushes, my knight needs to go back again, but actually I don't mind that. I don't mind that, I got time. I know theoretically this is bad, I'm moving the same piece more than once in the opening, but somehow I'm comfortable with playing this way, because now I can swing my knight back here, and then there, and now I will be attacking this pawn, and this pawn of his might become overextended. And here I will play this anyway, so for now everything is good. I'm just gonna step this, and then I will be stepping that pawn, and then this center will be under fire. Okay, so I will now be playing, that doesn't look right. Okay, let's continue with the plan. Takes. And then after my bishop is out, I will be playing knight here, knight here, knight here. Well, not here for now, but this issue is gonna have to be addressed. So if he does not take, I will develop the knight. If he still does not take, I will develop the queen, and then he can be losing that pawn. Actually, I might already be able to take now, because if he then takes with the queen, I can ruin his pawn structure here. Because I'm gonna take this knight anyway. I will be taking that knight for sure, because my dark square bishop is actually not so strong here on the dark squares, or at least it's the way I always play. So this dark square bishop, I just want to feed it. Ideally trade it for a knight, which is exactly the plan. Okay, he checks me. I'm just going to cover the check with my knight. Again, I'm pretty comfortable in this territory. I've played here many times before. Okay, he unpins his knight, so that's important. Now I'm going to take. And if he takes with the queen, he will be losing this pawn. Not for long though. Okay, now I need to make a choice. Aha, if I take this, the knight has to move, then I might be able to check, win the bishop. Let's go. He might first take with check, that would be the smartest thing to do. But he might not find that move. I think that's the only move that's gonna be winning for him, or at least not winning. Yeah, there we go. So now we can move the knight away, but this pawn is still good. And I'm gonna support that pawn here, so it's gonna be really annoying for him to get that pawn back. And see, this pawn is, as I predicted, is now stranded, unless he can somehow support it with this pawn. Okay, so he attacks my pawn. Check, but what do I get from that? I get the bishop to go there, likely, only move that makes any sense. Then I could go queen here. I don't really like that. Because check, he's obviously not gonna play here because he will just lose another pawn. Then I'm definitely up that pawn indefinitely. I'm thinking check. Bishop comes back because he's gonna want to steal castle, so likely the bishop will come back. And then I'm thinking there, because I want to bring this bishop in to support that pawn. Oh, wait a second, I can't just go there, then he still can't castle because this will be under fire. Maybe I'll do that. So that attacks this pawn and it defends this pawn. Seems like a reasonable move. The check is not really gonna lead anywhere, he's just gonna get his bishop to move back, and his bishop is kind of awkward here, just trying to hang on to this pawn, I think. Next move will be there, unless if he... because now he's got one attacker. If he tries to add a second attacker somehow, no, he can't go there. He could go there, try attack the pawn. Well, now he needs to address this anyway, because that's just a free pawn threatening to take a rook. Okay, he does give me that pawn. So the thing is, it's tricky because if I take here, the rook slides in. I'm not castled, all these pieces are undeveloped, so I really shouldn't play that move now. That backfired on me last time, so I'm gonna just play principled, get the knight out, castle. And I'm not gonna go for that pawn because it can backfire big time. Because then that rook will come in, the rook might be able to slide in my second rank, it's overall just uncomfortable. So he wants to play this now, so I'm gonna play that preventively, I think. If then takes, then takes. Okay, so he does give me the pawn now. It's still tricky. Can I now play pawn here? No, I got a phone call. How can I mute this? Okay, somebody called me about a car. Okay, so I'm wasting a lot of time. What move to play? Takes, the knight comes in. I'm just gonna take that, then I got my pawn back. I think that might have been better moves. The knight takes is not a problem. The knight goes there. That's a bit annoying, but it gives me time to castle at least. And I do have this battery pointing towards his king, so his king is technically pinned, but yeah, this is not a biggie. I actually might go there, because then I already attacked this twice. Oh no. I might just go there, defend. Well, that would be defended anyway. Well, somehow it thinks... Ah, I see what's going on. So, if I castle now, then he can threaten with this. But then I can immediately play knight there, right? So it should be fine. Doesn't really do anything. As I thought. So now he might be trying to play that, but then I'll just take. Okay, that's just a free bishop, right? Bishop takes, and I'm good. So, not too worried about that. And now he's just behind the bishop for no reason. If he tries to target this pawn, I can just step in. Well, first things first, I'm gonna take control of the diagonal. There's no need for him to have control there. So now he's down in material, he's not gonna want to trade, so he better move. There we go. Well, I'll just attack these pawns here. He cannot move this pawn, obviously, because it's pinned to the queen. Now I need to be careful with hunting pawns, because hunting pawns can backfire here. I should immediately go and support my king here. I'm not gonna go hunting these pawns here, it's a bit dangerous. Yeah, so I thought that. So if step takes, if step takes, and I'm obviously happy to trade the house. Oh, that was a bad move. Very bad move. Because now he's going to be able to take... Well, he's not able to take with check, but he can take with the pawn. Then I'm going to have to play this open, I think, just to protect my king. So my queen can go in. Yeah, I played a bit poorly there. Okay, interesting move. Oh, that's a very good move, actually. Because now how am I gonna bring support in, right? Because now he can take check, and that's a really strong check, actually. So I think I may have cooked it. I think I might have cooked it. If the rook was not there, then this would be a strong move, because then I can attack there. Wait, can't I just go there? There, and if check, I just run? Should be fine, right? Should be able to just run. If I can run here, I'm good. Yeah. Check there. I'm fine. I got 2 minutes though, I need to hurry up. He can attack that pawn now, which would be a bit of an issue. Yeah, that would be dangerous actually. Oh, that's dangerous. Now I'm in trouble. Oh yeah, I'm in a really bad spot now. I messed that up. I really messed that up there. His rook and queens are barreling down now. No, if I'm there, I'm cooked because that will just pin my queen to the king. That's straight GG. If there takes, then I need to move my queen somewhere, but think there could be okay. If takes there, then if check, I can go up. Well, I'm not in a good position at all. No, I'm in a really bad position because after takes this, I'm in okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to sack the queen for the 2 rooks, and then I'm still doing well. Okay, so that he's gonna be able to take that. Well, it's gonna be an endless train of checks now, isn't it? And I need to play fast, so he's gonna take with check. So I'll just go up. It might be... This is dangerous now. I need to keep my rooks connected. I only got 50 seconds. And if I get my rook forked, then it's definitely over. So if I can land on this square with check, I'm cooked. Now I'm threatening to take this, but I'm gonna get checked here probably. Yeah, and I'm gonna lose that bishop. At least I can take the pawn. Yeah, because if check, I cannot protect this bishop. Okay, he didn't find it. Take that then. Oh no, I wasn't gonna lose this bishop because this is covered. Well, let me freaking... Oh, now I hung the bishop. Come on. Terrible move. You might not even see it. If I can move the bishop there, then that's mate. At least my rooks are connected, but I'm down on time as well, and I cannot check here because this pawn is covering, so it's definitely not an easy game yet. So he doesn't realize this bishop is hanging. I don't know why it's taking him so long to realize that. And he takes that with check as well, then this pawn is going to move in. Then I'm going to have to sacrifice one rook to prevent the queening. And this is dead lost for white. So essentially I played an awful game of chess. Where did I cook it here? So I was winning with that bishop there. And somehow here I'd allowed the attack to come in. Yeah, that move really was bad. That was really the bad one. That was the downfall of it all. He still doesn't know what to play. If he now doesn't find that the bishop is hanging and I can go there and mate him here, that would be funny. Not there because the queen's covering, but there, check is, yes, checkmate. Oh, then he has to throw the queen in front and it's just over from there. He really doesn't realize. Because he's probably just focused on... Oh, he's disconnected. Okay. Well, maybe I'm lucky then. He's definitely losing this one big time. 20 minutes in, we can squeeze in one more. I just really messed up here because he messed up that bishop and then 5, 4, yeah, okay. I mean, we could say I've been saved by his disconnection then here, because I don't think I was gonna win that one. Anyway, let's move on. Black again. Karakan is it? Yep. Excuse me. Bishop out. And bishop out. Knight. Attack this pawn. No castle. Take. Very boring game so far. Castling should be fine. Oh no, he can play this, I think. Yeah, I messed up. What does that do? That doesn't help, right? I knew I should have not castled into that. I think that shouldn't help, because then he can just move the... Wait a second. Yeah, because then he can just step down, right? Okay, that works. Yeah. That gives me time to move my rook out of the way. Because if he steps down and I step aside, and then he takes, then I just take. My king will be open, but at least I'm not down in material. So now he can take, I will take. Ah, he will win this pawn though. That's okay. Better than losing the exchange. I'll bring my queen out as well. Do I want to trade into an endgame? I don't really want to do that. I mean, it would be better for me since my pawn structure is cooked actually, so let me do that. Okay, here we are. So he doesn't really have anything. Ah, he's got one pawn for it. You could argue a pawn is a pawn. Man, that's a kebab. He's already cooked it now. He lost the knight. So bad. There's no way to defend the knight. He can move the knight, but then he will lose a rook. GG. Funny how that one move, which was a very natural move actually. So natural for me to develop my bishop, and then boom. Just after he opened that pawn. He might even resign this one. Yes, yes, so he decides to give up the rook. That's fine. Oh, that would be a fork. There, knight there. Well, then the pawn falls, right? So he needs to defend this now. Okay, I'm gonna... I can just double up on the file, right? I was gonna do it like this, but then this would be a fork again, so... Okay, I'm gonna bring my king in the game. This knight is now stuck there, I guess. Now I can play this, right? Yeah. Because if he takes, he loses the knight, so... In this isolated pawn, it's good to break through, because these are connected pawns. They're a bit scary, but I have my own pawns here. Okay, I will take. He has to take with this pawn. I mean, you don't have to check, take, and then... Okay, and if I now go there... Could go there, then I have to move back. It's not that bad. Or I can... Okay, so he goes there. there. Yeah, that prevents anything meaningful there normally, right? Now I want to swing my second rook over. If I can get these pawns off the board now, then it's definitely over. Okay, attack that pawn now. I don't see how he's gonna defend it. Doesn't do anything. That just kills a knight. Doesn't do anything meaningful either. This is definitely coming. Okay, so he decides to push the other pawn, but that's not gonna work. He decides to feed the rook. Now I need to be quick though. Yeah, so I'm gonna go here, and his plan is probably to defend the pawn like there. So now I'm gonna go there. He cannot step because I will just take it. And I'm obviously just gonna walk towards his knight, and I think I should be fine. While I'm trying to save this pawn, it's probably his time to bring in the king and get after my pawns. I don't need to take that. Oh, this pawn's gonna run though. This pawn is fast. Should have taken that one first. Oh, okay. Oh, I cannot take that one because then step. So now I'm going after this pawn, after this knight. Yeah, he needs to give it up. Okay. There is no forks there, right? Okay, now I will go there, try and get to that pawn. Oh my god! Oh my god, that's GG. I did fall for. How did I not see that fork? Obviously. Well, GG. I lost this one. I need to resign. Okay, that happens. GG. Alright, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.